SourceFed Anime Club, it's me Jenny, aka ClassyLibrarian, and this week's anime was Kill la Kill. And I have very mixed feelings about this anime. It's the first ongoing anime that we've watched, I think. There's only 17 episodes so far, and I believe there will be 26 at the end of the series. So I've watched all 17 episodes because despite feeling a bit nervous at the end of the first episode, I decided that I should give this one a fair shot because I stopped Chobits and I stopped watching Serekai because they made me feel uncomfortable, and if Ross is pushing his boundaries, so should I. And in terms of the fan service, particularly to do with how the women are treated in this, I still have very mixed feelings. Pretty much every single scene in which Ryoku transforms made me feel uncomfortable. There's several other things which I won't name any character names, but there's a lot of really strange sexual stuff that goes in towards the end of the 17 episodes, particularly one character receiving sexual pleasure from her mother, one character who is beaten by basically being sodomized by a wooden stick, and there's a couple of other things that just make me feel really, really uncomfortable. That being said, a lot of the other stuff I really, really enjoy. The fan service in terms of the non-sexual aspects, like the fight sequences, I love. Like the first sequence where Ryoku turns up and she's wearing a school uniform and she whips out a giant scissor and starts kicking ass. That was awesome. That is so cool, and it, like, the music and all of those things really build. And in fact, describing the visuals for this to a non-anime fan, it's pretty much what you predict an anime would be. It's a schoolgirl with oversized weapons taking out a video game hierarchy of overpowered people, and that's what most non-anime fans will think anime is. And then it gets much, much more complicated to the point where the last few animes that I've watched, I could more or less explain the plot in a couple of phrases that my nerdy, if not anime friends, could explain and understand. But this one, definitely trying to explain it to my nerdy friends, I still got the weird looks, which makes me just remember that anime, it's still slightly odd for some people, and it made me slightly uncomfortable trying to explain this plot to some people. That being said, I really, as I said, love the music. I love the way that the action is handled. I love how gritty the visuals are in places. I really like the characters, particularly Mayako, the little girlfriend, who's so cute! And she's just like a little sister, like she's adorable and naive, and she has such a wonderful family, and the family aspect is one of the things that really sold me on this series so much. The fact that she's an adorable little sister character who's always making speeches, and she has the weirdest connections within her thought process, and that's sometimes how I think. I'm like, no, you can't do that because you get a cold, and she makes these speeches and stands up to people because that's how she thinks. And I also respect a girl who eats a lot, so I really, really loved her character, and I love her entire family. I like the concept that her father is a back alley doctor. I'm proud of it, and so that was the heart and soul of the series for me. I didn't care so much for the completely overt titillation that didn't really have an effect on me and just made me feel super uncomfortable even towards the end. And in fact, probably my favourite episodes are episode 4, where Miyako spends most of her time in her PJs, and episode 13 or 14, where, for the sake of spoilers, she wears like a biker girl costume, and that made me happy because I wasn't constantly distracted by how uncomfortable those outfits were on the poor girls and how everything must be really, really chafing and uncomfortable, and I just felt really sorry for these girls. I don't know whether or not I can recommend this. I don't know whether or not I'll carry on watching it as it continues. I can understand how it could be absolutely loved, and I can understand how some people could absolutely hate it. I'm again in the middle, and these are all just my opinions, my personal opinions, so no judgment please. Or if you want, comment down below and I'll see what you say and I'll respond in kind. Either way, I'm a bit behind with my videos this week, so I don't mind if I don't get featured. Give a chance to some other people, they're all awesome. And I will see you all next week. Bye guys.